We made this fantastic Monte Cristo sandwich. We had some leftover pulled pork, got some bread, some cheese, put it on the Blackstone, made this. Really easy to do, and what a wonderful sandwich. I can't wait to dig in. We're going to show you just how we made it. Hey, it's Jeff with BBQ Plus. Thanks for watching. We are going to make a Monte Cristo sandwich. I've got some leftover pulled pork and just put this in the freezer, marked it with what day I put it in there, and put it in a vacuum sealed seal-a-meal so that way no air gets to it. Lasts almost indefinitely, but it's time to use it. So we're busting out the flat top, the Blackstone. Just resurfaced that. So we're going to be ready to go on it and cook up a great Monte Cristo sandwich. So this is exactly how we're going to do it. First thing is to combine our ingredients, and that's going to be a cup of milk. And to that cup of milk, we're going to add in 2 eggs. And this is going to make the batter that's going to go around that. To that, we're also going to add in just a little bit of vanilla. I think that adds a good flavor to it. And the optional nutmeg. So we're kind of doing a French toasty kind of thing. So that we're going to whip up. All right, so a little bit out of order here maybe, but what we need to do next is we need to get some heat on this. Since it's been in the refrigerator, we want that pulled pork to be warmed up a little bit. So we're gonna drop that over on the Blackstone, get it heated up a little bit, and then we're gonna combine all of our ingredients. So let's mosey on over to the Blackstone. Gonna put that dome over there. The dome's pretty convenient. It holds in that temperature. Gonna give that a few minutes to heat up, then back over to build our sandwich. Okay, while that's heating up, we're gonna start building our sandwich. That's gonna make a nice dip for it. So the first thing that we're gonna do is take the bread, and I've got a buttermilk bread. We're going to take 1 slice of this and put some mayo on it. So half of these we're going to put mayo on, the other half we're going to put mustard on. And those will be our mustard. This is just a Dijon mustard. Some people make these without the mustard. I think mustard pairs very well with pork, so that's why I like using that. You can also use you can use ham on this, you could use chicken or turkey, you can use deli, but I wanted to use that leftover pulled pork. Some folks get all fancy and they cut all the edges off. I'm not going to do that. You can also go with a triple layer, so you can get an extra slice of bread, go meat, cheese, then you can do that extra slice of bread, and then you can put meat and cheese again with the top layer. But we're just going to go pretty easy on that. Now we're going to go grab that pulled pork that's all heated up on the Blackstone, and we're going to put that on. All right, let's put that together now. So we're just going to put this pulled pork right on top of the cheese. That's going to help with the melting also. I've got that Blackstone set on about a medium heat. I don't want it to be real high because we want to toast the outside, but we also want to give some time to melt all that cheese and to cook everything inside. If we were set up too high on that, we would end up burning the outside and maybe having unmelted cheese on the inside. So that's why you're going to want to look out for that medium heat. Put as much or as little on there as you want. I think we're going pretty heavy on that. Next step is we're going to do this right over by the Blackstone, because this is going to go on right after we bathe it in this goodness. So I'm going to put the first one in here. We're going to drag it on over and get it ready to go. We're going to get some butter going here. There's a tip I should have paid attention to: leveling the Blackstone. You want to put like a little level on there when you first set it up, so that way you can make sure that things don't slide off to the side like they're doing right here. Okay, first one is down. Second one is down. We're going to give that a little time to cook. I'm going to put this lid on. So that dome is going to act as an oven. It's going to hold all that nice temperature in there, hold the heat in, so that way we're going to cook it all the way through, as opposed to just frying it on one side, frying it on the other side. Take a little peek under there. Oh, that's looking pretty good. Nice and golden brown on those, just like we want them. Oh, that is looking fantastic. You can use your choice of different cheeses. I'm using Swiss cheese here. You could use a Gouda. You could use, I don't know, Havarti is another popular one. You could even use a cheese blend if you wanted to. So whatever you like on there. I just like the Swiss because it's nice and gooey and stringy and absolutely wonderful. I think those are done. It is time to bring these off and enjoy. Now, one thing that I did was I put this rack out here. So the benefit to having a rack like this is if I find that everything isn't melted all the way inside and I want to give it some more time, maybe I'm getting a little bit dark on the outside, I can put the sandwiches on top of this rack and then put the dome on. That's going to keep it away from the hot cast iron down on the bottom, but still allow it to cook. Really basically like an oven once that's over the top. Look at that. We got some nice melted cheese in there. We've got that pulled pork. This is looking wonderful. We're gonna put a little bit of powdered sugar on here. And I always like to have a little bit of a berry jelly on mine. So we're gonna smear a little bit of that on. It'll dollop on there. Then we're gonna dig in. All right, now is the moment of truth. Look at all the cheese pulls in here. Wow, that is really good. I don't know about the mustard. I probably would have left the mustard off of this. Didn't really add that much, and it was a little bit overpowering to it. I like the sweetness that we've got. Yeah, we've got everything in there. The sweetness on the outside with that berry on there is just really good. It does fight a little bit with the mustard, so I might go a little lighter on the mustard, or else I might leave the mustard off altogether. That was really good though. That pulled pork has a little bit of a smokiness to it. That's sweet also because we use quite a bit of apple juice when I'm doing pulled pork, and kind of a sweeter rub also. I'd say you can't miss with a sandwich like this. Anybody you're going to serve this to is just going to really love it. Now that's a cheese pull. Everything was cooked just right. I really love this. This is a really good sandwich. I've always loved a good Monte Cristo. So yeah, I think this definitely does it. Hey, if you like the stuff that we're cooking up here, go ahead and hit that like, hit the subscribe, turn on the notifications also. Share it with friends that might also have a love for barbecue just like you and I do. And the most important thing to do is to figure out what you're going to cook in your backyard this weekend. And from Barbecue Plus, thanks for watching.